Hey everybody, and welcome to Football Manager 2020. I thought I'd kind of play through this with you guys as my first kind of playthrough. This is the beta version of it, so there may be bugs, there may be problems, etc., etc. But I thought we'd kind of play through and go for see what we can do. Basically, I'm not really too worried about what we look like, etc., etc. We'll randomize until we get something vaguely interesting. I really love those glasses, don't they? All these just look like the most boring managers you've ever seen. Let's do a really, I don't even know if you can do a crazy one. Share 7. Oh my god, that's awful. So, yeah, Football Manager's got character creation if you didn't know. If you don't know what Football Manager is, think of Microsoft Excel, but with football logos, and you've pretty much there. You've nailed it. Let's go for a Sean Dyche ginger look on there. Frame colours, some nice pink ones. Oh yeah. Suit and tie. Question. Oh god, that's a bit interesting. Overcoat and tie. Shirt, no tie. That's weird. Because he's still got his top button done up. What kind of a madman wears a shirt and it's still wears a shirt, doesn't wear a tie, but has their top button done up? That's madness. That's absolute madness. Shirt and tie. No, don't like that. Suit and tie. Tracksuit. Oh, that's a tracksuit and a half. Oh yeah. That's awful. That's very awful as well. Warm up trousers and jumper. That's just awful. We might go tracksuit though. Some stylish. I like this tracksuit trousers jacket. We'd be a tracksuit manager. I guess I know the club I'm going to manage already, and it's not Crystal Palace, funnily enough. So I'm going to try and keep it like in with that, but we will wear pink boots because that's just got to be a thing, and then we'll have a black stripe. There we go. Like it a lot. Oh, we can change the hairstyles. Sorry, hold on a second. Oh boy, I got a feeling I might regret this. Honestly, it's like the worst thing ever, isn't it? I'm not even good. What's the point of me trying to make it look good at the end of the day here? I'm going to go for that one because that's just the funniest one, I think. I don't want to make light of anything, but this guy, you would cross the street if he was walking towards you, wouldn't you? Right, that's us. So, obviously we're going to do career. So, I'm going to play a Premier League team. Now, usually I play Crystal Palace. I haven't got a pack for anything yet. I will get that as soon as they're all done. Don't worry. Usually I play as Crystal Palace because I'm a Crystal Palace fan. But actually I was like, that's not going to be that interesting for a lot of people. So I thought for the first one, I'll play as Man United, a team who I often slag off and often, talk about what they could do better in when I'm doing my fantasy football. So I thought, well, let's put our money where our mouth is and do that. So let's go for our advanced setup here. I've got a fairly powerful computer, so I should be able to get a few leagues in here. I usually like to have... no, I don't like to have that. Scottish, yeah. Bit of Swiss. I like to have the Scandinavians in there. Portuguese, definitely. Holland, yes. Denmark, Belgium, absolutely. Austria. Who else? I find that's a good mix. I like the other leagues, but the problem is they really can be quite strong. You see, we've got down to 3 stars, but then I often just put these as like just the top on here. Bundesliga. We have Bundesliga 2. We don't need that. We'll have that one. We'll have the Portuguese second. We'll have the Championship and above. Yeah, we'll have the second there. Super League. Australian Premier Division, and we'll probably go Vanarama. And above, we've got 4.5. We'll go for the largest database we can do. 3 stars is fine, by the way. Yeah, so processing rates will be bearable. I've got 32 gigs of RAM, I've only got an i7 6700K, which probably does affect it a little bit. Graphics card doesn't matter, and it's on an SSD, so make sure you use an SSD. Okay, cool. And we're obviously going to be starting in England. Let's start the game. This might take a little bit to process. So, obviously, as I said, yeah, Man United, I think I often kind of slag them off, what they need to do, how they need to do it, etc., etc. So I thought, let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's take on Man United. Let's see the quality they have. Now, you can argue in terms and go, okay, well, the stats of players like Rashford and Martial, stuff like that, are going to be good because they're good players, but they haven't been performing like that. Same with Pogba. Pogba is going to be a world-class player on here, obviously, same as he would be in FIFA, but in reality, he's a lot more inconsistent. I would say that a lot of that comes down to management, comes down to system, comes down to style, and that's up to the manager to kind of implement that in a way. I'm a manager at work, and while I'm not the manager of a Premier League football club, what I do know from management is this: you can have very good people who are very motivated and very good at what they do, and you can very easily turn them into demotivated people who don't give a shit by the way you treat them. And in the same way, you can do vice versa, have people who are demotivated and the way you treat them and the way you do things. Sometimes you can have people who just don't fit in or don't want to change when you want to change, or do stuff like that, and you have to come up with a solution to that problem, whatever it might be. Not just saying like sack them, get them out, whatever, but you have to work with what you've got and build on it. And remember that people are human beings. Now, obviously, these people, even though I will act like they're human beings, because when someone plays badly, I feel it's a personal attack on me as a human being in this game. They are not human beings. They are algorithms and stuff like that. But Football Manager's pretty good, Okay, so we've put in here, blah, blah, blah. That's not my place of birth, by the way. It's just a town about 20 miles up the road from where I live. So you don't all, steal my data and use it online. It's also not my date of birth as well, although I was born in 1981, so make of that what you will. Okay, we'll use this profile. Oh, I do love the way we look though. We will have the Continental Pro license and the international global level, because it's really tough if you don't do that. What I'll probably do here, what I like to do here is get your goalkeeping coach down, because you can get a dedicated goalkeeping coach, that's fine. And then you can actually I think it's better to we'll have good tactical, mental, working with youngsters. We'll take the fitness down because we'll have individual fitness coaches, because we'll work on the technical and that, and then we'll go more attacking there. And then on this side, we'll have player knowledge. We can drop down a little bit because we'll have scouts, and then we'll have our man management motivating up. I think there, that looks good. Okay, start playing. I have not seen anything about Football Manager 2020, so this is going to be as much about... Ooh, hello. It's going to be much about us joining in. So, Man United have today confirmed the appointment of Phil Heslop as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football with the appointment of the 37-year-old, who has recently spent time away from club football in cinema management, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Old Trafford. Heslop put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth 130 grand per week. I fucking wish. He replaced his previous manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Well, there you go, Man United fans, you did it. You got him out. So, obviously, we have a massive capacity stadium. We have state-of-the-art training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, and excellent youth recruitment. We need a director of football. Oh, yeah. Ed Woodward's our chairman. I'd like to formally welcome you to Man United. To get you acquainted with your new surroundings, you'll receive our introductory welcome pack before going on to finalise the vision and objectives we're to process together with. Congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. So, we all know about Man United. Massive club. Champions of Europe 3 times, Premier League countless times. Well, you could count it, but I'm not going to, etc., etc. Last season finished 6th. We know this season really struggling. Mid-table, 10th at the minute, as I record this video. Your coaching staff compiled a brief overview of the current Man United squad. They'll provide you with a more comprehensive report in coming days. So the best 11, they're saying, wow, Mata, they're saying, interesting. Lingard, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. I don't think any surprises there apart from maybe Mata. But obviously we know as well, Smalling's on loan at Roma, Sanchez is on loan at Inter, and then the rest of these guys are very much... Well, Dean Henderson's actually pretty decent, but he's on loan at Sheffield United. The rest of them are youth players who perhaps not going to be too wide. So this is the outline of the board's vision for the future. I'll be in touch shortly to discuss their finer details and to finalise our competition objectives for the coming season. Club culture, play entertaining football, develop players using the club's youth system. Ongoing, increase commercial revenue. Oh yeah, I bet that's fucking required. Maintain the club status as the biggest team in the world. Maintain the club status as the most reputable team in England. Work within wage budget. So qualify for the Champions League, they want us to do. FA Cup semi-final. Europa League, reach the final. Carabao Cup, not important. Okay. Ooh, okay. And they've got... Oh, this is interesting. So this is news. So they've got upcoming. So by the end of the 21-22 seasons, by the end of the 2021 season, which is next season after our first one. So they want us to qualify for Champions League. So effectively they're like, we want at least fourth. Then afterwards they want us to be challenging towards the Premier League title. So they'll be probably top 2, top 3, but challenging. Then they want us to actually challenge for the title. So probably top 2. Then they want us to win the title and then continuing to win the title. So I think that's very realistic actually for what Man United kind of want and do. So that's interesting. And then obviously, finally, please not hesitate to let me know if you'd like any of the arrangement below to be made. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to Man United. Everyone at the club hopes that this is the beginning of a long and successful era. So do we want to schedule... Yeah, we'll meet the media. Arrange inter-squad friendly for tomorrow to assess your squad. Sure. Send an advice report from the backroom staff. Absolutely. Let's go. We'll save this. Okay. By the way, we might not even get a game in the first 2 episodes here while we set stuff up. We might not even move past the first day as we set stuff up here, but this is Football Manager. This is why I quite like playing this on this channel, because this is about kind of relaxing and going on, and this is going to be boring as hell for a lot of you, so bear with us. So tactics introductions. Okay, I have an idea of how I want them to play already. We'll come back to that. We know about the club vision. I would say I'm going to accept that. That's fine by me. Pre-season preparation on there. So we're going to have the Man United under 23s. Then we got a bit of a break. Then we got Panionios, Shakhtar, Sporting Kansas. Yeah. So we got a tour, obviously, of America there. Zebri. Who the fuck is Zebri? 20th in Italian Serie A. Are you telling me they don't have real name? It's Juventus. Oh, well, I'll have to get a something which does that. Yeah, it's Juventus. Zebri. So I think that's because Pro Evo, I think, have like all the rights to that, to the Juventus stuff, because I don't think they're in FIFA either. The players are, but I don't think like the club and everything is. Interesting. I've played as Man United before in the last Football Manager, and I used to focus on kind of building the defence to kind of go through, but it was a tough one. There's a lot of problems, and they have a lot of stuff going on. Paul Pogba would make a better captain, Harry Maguire. But okay, interesting. We'll come back to those. What I'm interested to know is, I've got 100 million transfer budget. Wage budget's 350. We're currently spending 3.25. So there's not that much of a wage budget there when you think about the players we're going to be bringing in. Here we have the squad. Shouldn't be too many surprises here, I'm going to guess. Always like to look at who the most expensive players are. So Pogba, De Gea, Martial, Rashford, Sanchez is on loan, Maguire, Lindelof, James, 31 million. Interesting. Lingard, McTominay, Scrawling, Twanzebe, Wan-Bissaka. Yes, my boy. Pereira, Luke Shaw, Jones, Fred, Mata, Mason Greenwood, Bailly, Dalot, Romero, Matic, Young, And Lee Grant. What the hell is Lee Grant doing at Man United? Does anyone know? How much is he on a week to be third choice keeper? 30 grand a week. Living his best life. Not giving a shit on a daily basis. Well, he probably is. I'm being hard on Lee Grant there. I don't really think we need him. But anyway. Phil Jones is transfer listed. Interesting. This new thing is going to take a while to get used to. So let me just actually go to the preferences and see. Might make it a little bit bigger for you guys because I'm playing on quite a big screen, so it might be a bit tough for you to see. Skin colours. Ooh, okay, interesting. I can change that. That's very interesting. That's a level we have not seen before. Skin. I like the dark personally. I think you guys do too, because yeah, I just prefer the dark. Oh, that's much better. It was too colourful before. I wish there was an Excel choice where it could be like you can make it look like Microsoft Excel colours, just white and green. That'd be awesome. Anyway, so team report's quite useful. Oh, okay. Squad depth, that's what I go for. So what I'm likely to play is probably something like that, or actually maybe something like that. No, something like, no, what is it? No. So I've been playing Football Manager 2019 and I've been having a lot of success, and I'm interested to know if actually let's go to tactics, because I'll show you the tactics I've been using. So what I've been using is why are these got ticks? Okay. I like a vertical tiki-taka. So the difference between this and tiki-taka is tiki-taka is more the kind of the Barcelona Louis van Gaal version of this immense possession, where they will just pass and pass and pass, death by possession, as it were, you know. Whereas vertical is a little bit more attacking with where they go. So I quite like that. Yes, this is the formation I like a lot. And then what we do is we have the wing backs who stay wide and go up, and then you have inside forwards who cut in. So essentially almost go to when you're attacking, you'll have your wing backs will be up as wingers. You'll have these kind of deep line forward. You have these three players buzzing about here. You'll have these three players kind of like around the edge of the box almost, and then your two central defenders back. Very attacking, but I've had a lot of success with this kind of formation. I'm intrigued to know, it might not work in 2020, but we'll see. I quite like it. So obviously, I guess it's going to be David De Gea. He's not a natural sweeper keeper, but he's accomplished, so we can work on that. Ball playing defender, I'm going to imagine would be Maguire. Yeah, okay, works well for me. Centre back, that's the question, because none of the others are really. For me, you want to have your squad, like your first team, to be a minimum of 3.5 star players. Minimum. 4 players would be best, but 3.5. So here I'm looking at this and going, we have 5 other centre backs, but all of them are 3-star. Bailly is still injured. Jones is natural in just the central defence, so we'll try him. Wan-Bissaka is the guy I would use here. He's on holiday, so he won't be able to play, so we'll go for Dallo there, and then Luke Shaw on the other side there, which makes sense. This I'm actually going to switch to just a support, and then I want this as an inside forward support. What's actually the difference is inside forward takes more risk, cross left often, dribble more, cuts inside with the ball. The inside forward aims to cut inside from the flanks and run directly at the centre of the opposition's defence, and works best when the player's strongest foot is opposite to the flank he is playing on. So you can imagine like Gareth Bale playing on the right and cutting in with his left, or Thierry Henry, who used to play and cut in, or Hazard used to do that a lot as well. The movement can open up space for overlapping fullbacks as well as overloading the retreating defender, although it can also end up with the player running into cul-de-sacs. With the support duty, the inside forward will cut diagonally into the space behind the defence and work through balls or take long shots with the opportunity. Inverted winger will not take as many risks, and also won't dribble. No, does dribble more. Cuts inside, but does cross. So the inverted winger aims to frequently cut inside into the attacking third to open up space for overlapping fullbacks. So from what I'm reading here, he does that, but what he doesn't do is take risks, and he crosses a bit more. So if you want someone to cross a bit more, which I don't think we do, because deep line forwards don't tend to be there for crosses, but we'll see. If we see a Lukaku, I'd probably consider it. So this is just for the game we've got tomorrow. We're looking at this. A regista. We don't have a regista. Probably deep line playmaker would be the next one. Who would be quite good in that? Matic potentially, but looks like a position we might have to work on. McTominay looks okay in the box to box. Mezzala. Well, Pogba's our best midfielder. What's his best position? A kind of attacking midfielder. I like a Mezzala though. I will have him as attack, definitely. And then left cutting in, Rashford. I like Rashford actually as that role. Right cutting in, Lingard or James. We'll try Lingard. And then up front, Martial. Again, not naturally in there, but maybe something we could work on. Martial's favourite position would be probably attacking midfielder. Rashford, he works quite well as an inverted winger as well. The right though looks like it needs work. I don't think Lingard is the one for that. He works quite well on the left. He works as a winger on the right. Quite accomplished, but maybe not great in the whole. And then we'll just work out our subs. Twanzebe, quite like Twanzebe. Lindelof. We need to get rid of some of these central defenders. They are clogging everything up. Fred's on holiday as well. So I think these guys are on holiday because they played in... Why are they on holiday? What were they played in? The World Cup? No, sorry. What was the tournament last summer? Can't even remember. Nations League. God, I forgot then. They played Nations League football. Makes sense. Fred was probably at the Copa America or something like that. Or what? I don't know. Anyway, whatever it was. They're on holiday at the minute. They'll be back. So, yeah, if we have a look at our team report, squad depth. So, if we have a look at this. So Martial's a good striker, but not that keen on him as a striker. Pogba's a good central midfielder. We want that, actually, sorry. Right, this is much better. So Pogba's good, really good central midfielder. A little bit lacking elsewhere, definitely lacking in the DM. Attacking right, we have a lot of options on the left with Martial, Rashford. I think I might look for a striker as well. Central defence. Oh, Lindelof, they're saying, is actually better than what they were saying. Maybe we'll try Lindelof. I think I'm fine with our fullbacks, and I'm fine with the Hair in goal. Like, we don't have an unlimited budget, so we have to have a look where we can. How do we have a look at our youth squad? Where's the option for that? Usually it's like down here. Am I being blind? Or not? Whoop. There we go. Man Utd under 23s. Oh, that's in the development centre. This is a thing, is it now? Okay, interesting. It's just telling us our high potential players. So Gomez, Tahith Chong and James Garner. Okay, so how's James Garner play? Ooh, deep line playmaker. Interesting. That could be something which could work in our favour. Probably not ready this season, but certainly going forward. Taith Chong, places inside forward on the right. Excellent. He'll be a good backup. And Angel Gomez, inverted winger on the left, inside forward potentially as well. Okay, good. So they're fitting in with what we're trying to do. Dean Henderson, I know, is a good goalkeeper. He's kind of potentially coming through. Fosu Mensah. I love Fosu Mensah. Could do a good job for us. Wing back, defend, but he could probably play support. His crossing's not so good, and you want them to have good crossing. And then Brandon Williams is one who's coming through this season as a left wing back. Looking okay. Probably not good enough currently. But we seem to have some good prospects anyway. And the under 18s, Hannibal measure, yeah, he looks good. Oh, okay, interesting. Could become a star player and potentially better than Paul Pogba. Very interesting. A lot of players that could become better than Jesse Lingard as well. So a bit of a slight on Jesse there. So I think that's what we're going to tomorrow with. From our tactical mentality, I usually go balance and then change it on the fly. So we have the underlaps going on here, which is where, so look for underlap instructs players on their left flank to hold on to the ball, and rather than waiting for a player to arrive from deep and run with an overlapping run, instead looking to a teammate making a run inside and beyond them. So we're kind of quite narrow, if that makes sense. And then short passing, low tempo, more expressive, work the ball into the box, if that makes sense. But then these guys will run wide with the ball. So they'll be the width, if you like, and these guys will cut inside on there. So that's what I like. On there, might as well just fill up, I guess, with these guys. Bally can be on the bench even though he's injured. 4 to 8 days, okay. I don't think he's kind of good enough for us to come in. Staff point of view, who have we actually got? We're quite low actually on the old staff level, considering the amount we can have. Oh my god, look at the amount of fucking scouts we've got. 40. We need a technical director and a director of football though. That's what I would say. Everyone at Man United knows they need that. We could actually have a look and see if we can recruit one now. Let's search for a director of football. Let's rating. Geert Anderveld. Tony Adams. I like getting a name. I tell you, I like sometimes getting a nice like ex-player or something like that in on there. It could be quite good. Let's have a look at our club info. It's still a lot of the same stuff going. Oh, there's Ollie Gunner, manager unemployed. Should we sign him? Ryan Giggs, legend. There's no one else in the legends we could sign. Roy Keane's available as an assistant manager, potentially. Neville, Steve Bruce is a manager, obviously. Van Nistelrooy's an under-19 manager. Schmeichel's not available. Ronaldo's still playing. And Percy's still playing? Oh, he's a coach, okay. Patrice Evra, coach. Wayne Rooney, still playing, isn't he? Yeah. Apart from his physical, he's still got it. Ronaldo has just still got it, generally. Plays with Zebri now, though, everyone. Just so you know. So there's not really anyone there. Staff search. So what you want from a director of football, I believe, is these ones. There we go. Don't have anybody there. Let's bring this down. Oh, we've got Oscar Arias, who is the sporting director of Cadiz. Doesn't have a very big reputation, does he? Pretty good though, to tell you the truth. I think we might want someone with a slightly bigger reputation. Nadal. He's the ex-Barcelona player, right? Miguel Angel Nadal. 62 caps. Okay, I'll bear him in mind. Might be someone who might be quite cool. I think I used to call him the Beast. I don't think we want him. Benjamin Schmiedes. We have Victor Moreno, who's the director of football at Tenerife. Interesting. Reno. Oh, he's pretty good. Italian. Yeah, he's pretty good actually. Let's get him in. Current offer. This is all changed. Oof. We're offering £8 a week. Fine. 4 years. Director of football. Finalised. Now I also saw there's a position for technical director. I don't know what we need for that. Philippe Vidal. Oh, hello, he's good. Oh my god. Yeah, we want to sign Philippe Vidal as our technical director. There we go. Philippe, welcome to the club. Well, when you sign anyway. And we can get one more coach. We are probably weakest in fitness, I would say. So I like to have good fitness coaches. So I'm going to choose a fitness coach. And obviously you just need really probably motivating and fitness. We got some choices here. Anybody standing out? I like to go for the unemployed ones. So I don't like paying for them. Oh, he's pretty good. Tony Colbert. Yeah, I like him a lot actually. Tony. Well, no, not under 18. Dude, you're working with the big boys now. You want another 200 quid a week to work with the big boys. Great. Welcome aboard, Tony. Good stuff. So we've got that, and then that fills us up basically. Under 23 staffs, we still need a couple of coaches, still need another data analyst, still need another sports scientist. What I will probably do is place an advert though. So we need definitely a under 23 goalkeeping coach. We need a under 23 coach. We need a under 23 data analyst. We need a physio, and we need a sports scientist. Under 18 staffs, we need a fitness coach. I won't bother looking for all of these. We need just a general coach as well. Probably 2 of those would do. We need another data analyst. Then we need a couple of sports scientists. Okay. Good. Got to get your backup set. Okay, Development Centre introduction. So, Development Centre gives you a complete overview of all the players out on loan and in your youth teams. 10 players out on loan, average squad. Okay, skip. Whoa, that is bright. I apologise. First team candidates: Dean Henderson, Timothy Fosu-Mensah. I'm going to move him to senior. I like him. Okay. Then what I want to do is have a look at responsibilities. Okay, you're responsible for 39 tasks, and your staff are responsible for 51 tasks. So I'm responsible for hiring, firing. That's good. Yep. Hiring, firing. Yep. Team selection, obviously. Scouting responsibilities, handling scouting meetings. Yeah, sure, fine. Initiating player signings, Man Utd, yep. Negotiating player signings, yep. Time interviews, yep. Leads general training, leads individual training, provides opposition instructions, leads tactical briefings, leads friendly matches, handles touchline, leads. Okay, cool. I'm up for that. In terms of training, just physical at the minute. I usually leave how good is our assistant actually? Who is our assistant actually? This is what I should have looked at. So currently it's Mike Phelan. How good is he at? Yeah, he's alright actually. He's pretty good. Man management's only 12, but Nick Cox, he's pretty good. Two goalkeeping coaches, they look alright. Mike Clegg, Charlie Owen, Michael Carrot, Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrot, as Louis Van Gaal used to call him. Kieran McKenna. So I might leave the training to Phelan for now. Save me here. Oh God. Coaching courses, hiring, firing. Where's the oh, here it is. Oh God, it does always confuse you a little bit when you just start up. Right, so Leeds General Training. Delegate to Mike Phelan. Delegate to Mike Phelan. And then the opposition instructions I can never be bothered with. I always delegate that out to my assistant. Tactical briefings. I don't know whether I should try them. I'll try them. Why not? Okay, so that's the kind of training. He'll set the training up and get all that going. That's fine. Let's have a look at our schedule. First Premier League game, Aston Villa, then Liverpool, then Tottenham, Bournemouth, Brighton, then Europa League and stuff like that going forward. A few friendlies beforehand, which seems good, builds us up. We'll come back to that, and that's just telling me about all the searches. Good stuff. So yeah, use facilities, fine. Paul Pogba as captain. I don't want to do that just yet because Ashley Young might get a little bit annoyed. Or even though I don't really care if I annoy Ashley Young, to be fair. I'm assuming Ashley Young's the captain. Yeah, Ashley Young and vice captain's David De Gea. He's the key player. Mason Greenwood's a hot prospect. Yeah, he does look pretty good. Not sure he suits my style though. That's the problem. I might send him out on loan. So we're going to scouting now. Have a look for some players. So Victor Fisher, they're saying. Can he play inside forward? He can, but he's on the left. Or he can play... Oh, he could play deep line forward, I guess, potentially up front. We'll scout him. We'll add him to the shortlist. We'll scout him. Don't show this message again. I don't care if there's a cost. We're Man United, for fuck's sake. Are you seriously joking me? Oh no, or if there's a cost to go and scout this player. I've got like 40 scouts. How can there possibly be a cost? Good 17-year-old centre-back, Leonidas Sturgio. Looks alright. Get him scouted. Onana. Yeah, I've heard he's a good... He looks decent. He's the Ajax goalkeeper. Yeah, we'll scout him. Good young Colombian centre-back. Ooh, he looks alright. Good on the ball. Ball-playing defender. I like that. We'll give him a scout. Another Belgium defender. Yeah, okay. We'll keep scouting him. They're expensive though. Bernardeschi from Zebre, aka Juventus. Good inside forward, but how much would he cost? 50 million. That's a lot of money to spend. Benkovic. I don't think I want Benkovic. Alderweireld. Don't want him either. Digny, don't want him. Mateus Vital, who he's a attacking midfielder or central midfielder. Not really what I'm after. This kid is 18-year-old midfielder. Looks good. We'll keep scouting him. Expensive, but good. Chiesa, 70 million. We'll keep scouting him just in case. Rodriguez, only 46 million, interestingly, they're saying for Rodriguez. He's a good player, but I'm not sure he would fit into our side. Max Aarons, 44 to 85 million. Yeah, jog on. This guy interests me. He's very good, like centre-backs. Christophe Ager of Celtic. I'm definitely interested in him, potentially as a partner for Maguire. Who's this guy? Sylvain Siedler. He does not look like Man United quality. Barco. Esquiel Barco. Quite like the look of him, actually. 20 years old. Wouldn't be that expensive. Just keep scouting him. Neves would be highly expensive. Good young Portuguese midfielders. Good young Italian centre-back. I mean, we'll scout him because he's cheap. Aki, I don't really want. Ryan Fraser. He's a winger though. He's not an inside forward, so we don't want him. Carrera, I don't want him either. We'll keep scouting him because he's young. He's young and very, very cheap. Okay. Let's have a look at players. I like just the general info. I like to keep it as many players on as we can have a look at. Then let's have a look who's listed, because listed means you're going to be able to buy them basically. So I'm wondering who's interested, who's listed, who's expensive, who's not. So, oh, okay, they've actually transfer listed Bernardeschi. 52 million though, and Douglas Costa at 60 million. Okay. Does he play inside forward on the right? Yeah, he does. I like Douglas Costa, but 28. I'm not paying 60 million. You can jog on. 31. He's a winger though, Cuadrado. Victor Wanyama. Javier Pastore. Can't remember Javier Pastore. I'm just looking at names at the minute, just seeing who's kind of out there. Czech Quixote has been transfer listed. Interesting. Antonio Candreva. Interesting. I always like Candreva. He'll have a lot of wages, but he'll be very cheap to buy. 4 million. So that's interesting. It could work as a kind of backup there. Santon might work as a backup if I need a backup for left and right backs. Lucas Leiva. Interesting. 32 now. Didn't even know he was still playing. Schneiderlin. Yeah, we could buy him back. That would work out really well. He'd actually probably fit in quite well in this system, weirdly. How much do they want for him? 18 million. I don't think we want to go back, though, do you? It's always a mistake to go back. Always a mistake. Just looking down, see if there's any names I recognise. Not many. Okay. Let's get this a little bit more. So we want a... well, let's have a look at strikers at the minute. We want a deep line forward. Deep line forwards, they need to be able to pass, need a bit of flair, as well as probably finishing. No, nobody has that. Nobody in existence has this. Okay. They're saying best guy would be William Jose. Looks alright. Quite tall as well. Oh, I need to change the things. Advance, sorry. Pound sterling, yeah, that's fine. Listen, I can cope with very high, thank you. Oh, we need to turn the sounds off, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad I saw that. We do not want that. Where's the... there it is. I just saw it, hang on. Preferences. Advanced. It doesn't have any of the other... Usually it allows you to change... Because I can't work out height unless it's in feet and inches. So I don't know how tall anyone is. Right, so we've still got the deep line forward on. Nicholas Bentner, there's an option. My God, Rodrigo Palacios, 37. I remember this guy was an absolute legend. Gerald Moreno, not bad. Not bad. I mean, they're not big names, but I wonder if Man United just can't get the big names anymore. David McGoldrick. What if we take out a deep line forward? Oh no, sorry, my bad. Need to strike a bit back. That's okay. They've given us a few more, but yeah, they're not really deep line. Adris Milik, complete forward though, can often do a good job. He is very good, but he would cost us an absolute fortune. Edunson Eduard is a very good player. I'm not sure he is necessarily what we want right now, but we will keep tabs on him because he is a very good player. Odson Eduard, I think it is. Can't I look at this William Jose? 27. I wonder how much he would actually cost us. Okay, I now know he would cost us 54 million. Not quite sure I'm prepared to spend that amount on him. Correa's not really a striker. He's a left winger. Dries Mertens, he is a bit old now. But a false 9 would work very well in this system. But he buying a 32-year-old, I'm not sure that's the job. Deep line forward, okay, Mario Götze, but physically just not up to it for the Premier League. I like Berardi. He's an inside forward on the right. I think he's a good player actually, Berardi. Could play deep line as backup. He could be a good backup option, to be fair. Can play 2 positions there quite well. That we want. Definitely keep an eye on him. Delafeu. Yeah, I don't think he's quite what we want. I mean, let's have a look actually. Sorry. So, if we want a deep line forward, Milik can play there. Support actually. He's not too bad. What's his minimum free release clause? I don't know yet. Let's add him to shortlist, scout him, and then let's just make an inquiry just in case. He's very good. He's the sort of player, if I had to spend 50 million on him, I don't think I'd be too upset at doing that. But if we have a look actually, deep line forward, so finishing, first touch, passing, technique, flair, composure, anticipation, balance, teamwork, vision. Yeah. So if we kind of put that into, so flair, passing, that, first touch, technique, composure, decisions, teamwork, vision, work rate. How many players have that? Lisandro Lopez and Jonas Wind. Jonas Wind, we'll scout him, but I doubt he's going to be that good. And then Lisandro Lopez, he's good, but he's also 36. So what do we want? So then we just reduce those attributes down a little bit. We can see Barbosa, who, I mean, this guy's been a legend for a long time, but I don't know what the real life situation is with him. He's been a Football Manager legend for a while. A young French kid who I don't think is going to be good enough. And then probably none of the others are really good enough. Don't think we should be buying like cheap bargains at Man United, you know. Mitrovic, now there's an interesting one. Has a deep line forward, pass, he's got technique, vision off the ball, he's got flair, balance, strength. Quite like him. 24 as well. Would he be a bad option, I wonder? Very interested in Mitrovic there. Plays in Premier League, has scored. We got Luan. Don't think I'm interested in him. Got Michael Kouami. We'll scout him. 21 at the end of the day. Good young player. I don't know about the rest of these. Junior Moraes. He looks, he's 32. Not this, I mean, you could argue get somebody in for, you know, the season, a Fernando Llorente if you like, but it's not usually the greatest way to kind of go. Lucas Prato, didn't he used to play for Atletico, was it? No, he's always... Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. There's some players there to get on with for a striker position, potentially. We definitely need an inside forward on the right. And what we're looking at more here is... I mean, I do want all of these. But I also want acceleration, pace, dribbling. Don't necessarily need composure. Okay, maybe we get rid of that. Yannick Carrasco, Enrique Chiesa, Lucas Moura, Suso, Brighton Doo-Doo. Seeing as we're not going to get work permit for this guy because he's only played 3 times for Brazil and he's not in the EU, so you have to be careful there. Yannick Carrasco, everyone bangs on about Yannick Carrasco. I've heard this name so many times from Arsenal fans. Yannick Carrasco, we'll scout him, but he's a bit expensive, I think. Also, I don't know what players who go and play in China. Michael Sabitzer. Oh, sorry, just having a drink. Don't like his haircut. You can tell a lot about man Buy his haircut. Not that many guys here, is there? Let's scout this kid. Yeah, getting down here is a little bit of the bump, as it were. We need to bring in some quality players, basically. Castellon. He's not really an inside forward, and he's also quite old. Mark Albrighton is more of a winger. Okay. Let's drop this down just a touch more and see what we get. Let's try to see if there's anybody who kind of stands out. Steven Bergevin is often quite highly thought of, quite young Dutch player. We're not going to get Anderson. Chiesa is going to cost a fucking fortune if we wanted him. He's not really an inside forward either, or he's a left-sided inside forward, which is not quite right. Yarmolenko, on the other hand, would be quality, but we're not going to get him. I would like Yarmolenko. Exactly what we're trying to kind of do. Christian Tello, nah, it's not really quite good enough. Berardi I quite like. Not too keen on this guy for Brighton. Junior Stanislas, God. Justin Clivert, not good enough. There, okay. I think Berardi I'm interested in. Ottavio, no. Okay, we'll move on. So what we want is a regista. See who they have as registers. Not very many. This is, of course, just what you know is scouted of a player. So there could be players who can play a regista quite comfortably, but you... so you're best off just kind of doing any, or maybe like a deep line playmaker. Usually you get a few more there. Daley Blind. We could re-sign him and Schneiderlin, couldn't we? Back to the good old days. So, Neves, Illaramendi, William Carvalho, Declan Rice, Brian Cristante. Ooh, he looks quite good. It's an important position, so I don't mind spending a fair amount. We don't have anybody who can do the role either. He looks quite decent, actually. Who's interested in him? Oh, God. OM Southampton and Wolves on loan. They want him on loan. That's interesting. Is he loan listed? No. They just think they're going to get him on loan. Okay. Interesting. Lucas Leiva. I mean, Lucas Leiva... 15 million. Real Madrid want him as a transfer. That's crazy. He could do a good job, couldn't he? Let's put him there. See if Real Madrid make a bid for him. Gyro reward of Crystal Palace. Imagine if I signed him. That would be crazy. As a point, actually, for Crystal Palace, as a player, you know, Wolf Zaha, inside forward on the left, would be pretty fucking great. To bring it back to Man United, I would love that. Is there any other Crystal Palace players I'd like to steal? I mean, sign Luca. Luca would do a decent job back there. Also, leadership would be good. Pablo Rosario, not too bad actually for 22-year-old. Okay. Just looking, see who else. There's Lewis Cook of Bournemouth. It's not terrible as a deep line playmaker. Would be expensive. Okay. How are you playing today? Okay. I actually quite like him, actually. He looks alright. We've got a few options there. And then we potentially also needed... did we just need a normal midfielder? Or did we have that, do we think? Team report. McTominay we have as a box-to-box, who's okay, I think. Might be something we could look into, potentially. And then I think probably a central defender. Who have we got who might be available and okay? Play alongside. I mean, what we want is head, marking, passing, tackling. I want technique and first touch. Like, that's important, I think. Work rate, teamwork, positioning, concentration, determination, aggression, acceleration, balance, jumping, fitness, pace, stamina, strength. I bet there's not a bloody central defender who can do any of that. I wonder how low we have to go to get anybody. Not as low as you would think. Paulo Miranda. Malang Sarr. Oh, he looks alright, doesn't he? Alan Franco. Quartorta. I'm not going to get these players unless they've got Italian passport. Some do. So you can get away with that. These do not. Okay, we've got a few more now. Romagnoli. Oh, he's pretty good. 24 as well. Like him. Ruben Diaz. Yep, good. Man City and Tottenham are interested in him. That's when you know he's good. James Tarkowski, Cody Connor, Callum Chambers. Here, I think he's supposed to Tottenham, didn't he, in Kulu? He's a guy who always is about Rafael Tolowoy as a ball-playing defender. Quite sure if he's ever lived up to his potential. Hong Jong-yong. I would like to sign a South Korean or Japanese player because you get that little bonus fans, you know. I always quite liked Maximovic. Not bad. But obviously I want someone decent. But if you want someone decent, you're going to have to pay, aren't you? That's the problem. I don't really want to have to pay. No one likes spending loads of money on defenders, do they? I like spending loads of money on bloody strikers. That's what you want to do. Armando Izzo. He's 27, but that's not too bad. Central defender could go on. Patrick Kipeme. Presnell, sorry. Presnell Kipeme. Can't pronounce names. 23-year-old. Looks quite good, actually. Why all these great players keep coming out of Belgium? It's weird, isn't it? Okay, I think we've scouted enough now. So we've set up our training. Well, the assistant manager set up the training. We've done some stuff with the staff. We've done the club info. Finances is fine. Squad-wise, under 23s. We want to make sure some players... I might promote some of these to the first team, but also we want these players to go out on loan. We don't want them to sit in our under 23s, do we? We're going to process and get to the next stage. What have we got? Oh, God, that's so bright. Summer Nash. Do you not use dark mode, Summer? They're saying Lindelof will be better. I disagree because Lindelof's a ball-playing midfielder. They're saying Martial and Rashford should switch. I'm going to go with what I'm going with right now. Although, do I want to use Calamity Jones? I don't want to use Calamity Jones, do I, in bloody defence? Lindelof is supposedly much better. Maybe I'll have 2 ball-playing midfield defenders as a cover. There we go. Rashford and Martial to swap. I quite like the link up there between Shaw and Rashford. We've already got a link. Oh, Fosu Mensah's injured. Didn't really need to bring him up to the code of conduct. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so missed trainings. Pay a fine. First time, half a week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Okay. That seems good, yeah. Confirm. Imagine I was like, 6 months' wages. Missed training, 6 months' wages. I prepared a report on the current first team squad to identify strengths and weaknesses. It's a good standard of aerial supremacy. Goalkeepers command the area well. Goalkeepers in the team. Crossing is an area of concern. Let's have a look. Strengths and weaknesses. Here we go. Crossing is an area of concern. It isn't the best squad in terms of finishing or in heading. Well, that's fine if you haven't got the crossing. A squad isn't good at shooting from distance. Squad tends to lack good marking, off the ball movement, vision. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, on the plus side, Wan-Bissaka's good right back. Luke Shaw's good left back. Maguire's good centre back. Pogba's good central midfielder. Okay. Bally and Lindelof have a good partnership. And there's some good youth prospects. So there's some promising things going on here as well. It's not all negative. Garner. Yes, I was going to let him go out on loan. Oh, yep, cool. Well done, Nicky Butt. They want 91 million for Milik. I'm just going to reject that. Walk away. I think I'm going to buy 1 player. I think I need a little bit more, unfortunately. Okay, introduce yourselves to the squad. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you as new manager. I hope we can go on to achieve things. Great chance. I think we are very positive. I think we can qualify for the Champions League. Come on, guys, we can qualify for the Champions League. That's exactly the sort of reaction I'm after. I'm delighted to share the same level of ambition. We can qualify for the Champions League for sure. I've also finalised the code of conduct you suggested. I trust you're all accepting the rules on board with the system. I'm expecting. I'm satisfied. I can't see having you back over the system. Great. On the same page with everyone. Yep. Cool. So those players peaked up. Why matter? Can he play inside forward? A little bit, but not much. Also, he's very slow. Cool. No, I'm fine. I've done all the training. We don't need the induction. And we've got another fixture on the 29th. It's good. Okay, fair play regulations. Not interested. Okay. Attend to this. What are your initial thoughts taking the Man United job? Yeah, it's an honour. What's attracted you to Man United? It's Man United. We'll go with that one. Physically, I was absolutely delighted. Playing Go is a huge success. It's sort of imagining challenge. Imagine it's something that could be. Yes, great knowledge of the game. Keen to put it to the test. Appears to us if you're more suited to a cerebral approach of the game, a suit and tie management rather than a tracksuit. Well, I wear a tracksuit. My Sartori is into matter whatsoever. Tap money coach. Yep, definitely. Made any decisions regarding your backroom team? I'm reviewing it. Does the squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve market? Yeah, I don't know yet. Have you got the players yet? They're excited. Absolutely. Which role can the sports player move the club forward? Yep, we need their backing. How far can you take the club? Or long desert, so I hope we can make that vision a reality. Absolutely. Andrew Pereira is a focal point of the club. Oh, actually he plays Mitzala attack. That's interesting. We'll see. We are looking for an attack. League has to be priority, yeah. We definitely attack us. Martial Rashford gets injured, we're fucked. We see that in, real life. Okay. So we're going to play the under-23s. So you would hope this would be a comfortable victory, but it never is. Let's see what we can do. They will play in the same way as us. We should try and encourage the team. Go out there, show me what you've got, guys. Let's go. Let's put the drawing highlights. I like to go about that fast. There we go. It feels so similar to 19. I'm intrigued to see what they've done. It's sure. Matic with a crap pass. Okay. Dallo. Oh, hit post. And oh, for God's sake. We got him on the ropes, lads. We've had 3 shots. None of them are on target. Just like real life. 62% possession. Come on, Matic. That is a hospital ball if ever I saw one. McTominay. Oh my God, our passing is awful. We need to get better, lads. Oh, nice ball. Good save. Not angry. Not angry, New Martial. Not yet. He's used a shot on target at least. Well, they've had a shot. Or 2 actually. Who's uninterested on their team? Galbraith. Dallo. Gumbo. Oh my God, Maguire, you numpty. There we go. Why are we hitting it? Well, I mean, I don't mind us hitting it long with Martial, but we are supposed to build it up a little bit more from the back, Oh, Pogba. Oh, it's a penalty. Ghana. Rashford with the pen. Let's see. Man United and penalties do not mix very well, do they? Oh, he did score it at least. Didn't celebrate. Not interested. Reserve match. We don't need to see a replay of the pen. We all know how a penalty goes, don't we? Sure. Oh. De Gea saves it. Interesting. You can't always look too much into these games because the match fitness isn't there. You haven't got quite... They don't know the tactics inside out. But I wouldn't say it's been terrible. Ooh, unlucky Martial. I don't think Martial's the guy for me up front. I think we need something different. We need somebody who's going to link up. We need a Roberto Firmino, basically. I think Martial and Rashford on the left will be a potent, attacking threat, and I think I'll rotate them. I think we need someone on the right, possibly even 2, but definitely someone on the right who's going to be a real attacking threat as well. And then we need that pivot at the back. if we can't get a defender, we can't get a defender. That's life. This is good work, you see. Shaw putting that cross in. That's a great cross. Good finish as well, Martial. If you can't, yeah, if I can't get a defender, I'll manage. I would ideally want one, but I think it's more important to get that striker and that DM and that wide right, or inside forward right, I should say. Happy way it's going, lads. Who's complacent? McTominay. Fucking McTominay. Gonna sub you off in a minute, McTom. That's it. Nice. Oh, Laird's going in the book. Looked like a good tackle to me. Oh my god, he sent him off. Fucking hell. Rashford. Oh, unlucky. Let's bring on Pereira for McTominay. Switch over with Pogba. Let's maybe use him as that, and then we could put him back to a defence there. We'll try that out. Daniel James I wanted to possibly put on the right there, see how he's doing. And Mason Greenwood. He's not a deep line forward, is he? Never going to be. I think we're going to need to send him out on loan this season. Twanzebe. Lindelof's done fine. Well, then Twanzebe can play the exact same role. It's not a great backup though either, is there really? You know, it's mostly kids. Central defence have got a shit ton, but you can understand though why. Like Mourinho was pissed off because he never got a centre back, but you can understand why the club wouldn't do it, because they're like, we've got 6, we're paying them each like 100 grand a week, and you want to start another one? And the problem is when you do that, I mean, who's going to pay? What Premier League club is going to pay Phil Jones 100 grand a week or more? I don't even know how much he's on in this. You'd be mad. Because Man United would be greedy and be like, yeah, we want like 30 million for him. Ooh, Dallo. Hello. That's tame, Rashford. I mean, realistically, I guess, I don't think I've got the money, but realistically, I may, maybe like 2 deep line forwards would be good, like one and then a backup. But don't think we'll be able to afford that. 100 million is obviously a lot, but for the quality of players like we need, we're going to end up paying a lot of money. Unless I do my usual, let's scout the Scandinavian area and pick up a few bargains. Like a Victor Fisher's actually looking like a bit of a bargain now, to be fair. Might be some Ajax players we could sign as well. Sometimes you get them at a bit of a bargain. I'll have a look. I might do it off camera though, just so I don't totally bore you guys. Here's Rashers. Oh, that's a cracking cross. I think it's been quite promising, this game. I mean, we should be absolutely battering this under 23 side. Of course we should. It doesn't always work out like that. I'll sort out all the set pieces and stuff like that as well. For how I like to set that up, which can be vital for your season. You know, we don't want to be relying on set pieces, but at the end of the day, it can help you out. No, I don't think Matic is the player we want at the back there. Although I think, to be fair, since we moved him to deeper, he's actually done all right. Like, he's paying at 7.9. I can't really complain. He's been pinging it about a bit. Pogba's only a 6.7. He's decided not to turn up today. Everybody played well there. Galbraith's played quite well for them. I'll have a look at him afterwards. Ramazani. Okay. Ooh, that's unlucky. Ooh, very poor defending there. Shaw's been really good, I think, down this left as well. He's been involved in most of the attacking. I'm sure once Wan-Bissaka comes back, we'll do better. I'm not too keen on Dallo, but I think he'll make a decent enough backup. But those two positions are really vitally important, especially for crossing and stuff like that. You need stamina, pace, crossing. Probably more than defensively, actually. Yep, I'm happy with the result the way he played. We should have scored more, but you know, it's the first friendly. 66 possession, 26 shots to 7. Ethan Galbraith, yeah, he's a very average player. Loan offers made for Williams. Yep, that's fine. We'll let him go out on loan. Trincao, Watford have made a £2 million. What's there? So his potential ability is very high. As an inside right, 2.4 million. Yeah. Okay. I'll let the guy do him. Oh, Wolves want to make a loan off Marcus Rowe. They've offered to pay 9, so should make move permanent. 9.5. How much is he worth? 20. They're going to pay his wages though, and he's transfer listed. I think we're probably just going to take that. Yeah. We only end up. That's 100k they're paying for him basically a week. That gives us 100k back on our wages, which will be very useful. So yes, please. We're not going to play Rojo anyway. Okay. Vidal, yeah, let's get him in. Colbert, yep. Making signings. Braga. Man United made a new bid. Good. Could be good. I think like 2.5 million's a decent enough. Oh, Matic is wanted as well. Good stuff. We could ship him out. Ooh, yes. Who else? So he's listed. Jones is listed. Just those guys, huh? Okay. Cool. I think we'll finish up there as our first episode. And it doesn't speak English. Okay. Send him on an intensive course. Ask him to recommend. Yeah, why not? I always ask them to recommend. 9 times out of 10, they're like, no. Never had them recommend someone who I'm like, oh, that's really good. Yep, very happy with Reno. Very happy with Philippe Vidal as well, who has some of the highest stats overs in there. What's his history? No history whatsoever. This guy just came out of nowhere as the greatest technical director you've ever heard of. That's fine. Don't want Rodriguez. Bernardeschi would be very good. He's only 25 and he's 52 million. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm not tempted. Inside forward support, perfect for what we want, would be quality, but spending half your transfer budget on one player sounds very risky. But I am very interested. Acknowledge it. Okay, we'll finish up there. Thanks for watching, guys. And next time we'll continue to make signings and play our friendlies. Till then, see you soon.